Who's that?
Krampus.
What are they doing?
They're playing crappish slop.
I think if you don't need me here, I might just go back to the car.
Oh. Nice. Cheerio.
Cheerio, Miss Sophie.
Same procedure as last year, Paul?
Same procedure as every year.
Nice. All right. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Shakakapow Christmas?
Christmas already.
Oh my. So this is our first Christmas episode this year in 2024.
Yes. And this elf on the shelf is...
KH. Waka 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 bing bing bing. And this fool on a stool is...
Super Paul.
And together we are the super...
We are Krampus little minions.
Krampus's little crappers.
All right. So,
All right.
what are we talking about?
So, Paul and I, we went to the movies and we have watched a Christmas movie.
Red one.
But before that,
We have
Paul is going to torture us.
with Christmas soft.
So, if you guys have been watching the videos throughout these years, you know that it's become like a tradition to eat some wacky, awful tasting Christmas candy stuff.
Foam Santas. And
Foam
this year we
Santas.
have Foam Santas in liquid form.
Yeah, so this is like soft, and
Yeah.
soft is lemonade.
Yeah.
So this is
Foam Santa
Foam
lemonade.
Santa lemonade.
And gingerbread lemonade.
Oh, I don't know which one sounds
Let's
worse.
start with the most awful sounding one.
Is that the most awful sounding one?
It is.
Okay, one
Two.
in the beginning and one in the end.
Yes.
Gingerbread lemonade. Cheers guys.
Yep.
Not good.
Nope.
Mm.
All right. So let's dive into
the movie.
yes.
Okay, Red One.
Cool place.
Welcome to the North Pole.
Come again?
Last night, Red One, also known as St. Nicholas of Myra, was abducted.
Are you saying Santa Claus has been kidnapped?
You're the best tracker in the world. You're gonna help us find him.
I work alone. You used to. I'm not gonna like you.
What is it about?
It is about Santa being kidnapped and his head of security or
Bodyguard and
Bodyguard.
security.
Chief of ELF.
Elf.
Yep.
Uh,
Has to save him.
yeah.
And to save him, he needs help from the guy who accidentally got him kidnapped.
Yeah, and that's The Rock and Chris Evans.
Yeah.
So yeah, who is in this movie?
Well, The Rock is the head of security. Cal. J.K. Simmons is Santa Claus. Chris Evans is Jack O'Malley.
The bad good guy.
Yeah. And we also have Kristofer Hivju as Campus.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy as Zoe. And Sheenan Kipgas or whatever.
As Gryla.
Sabrina from the Teenage Witch as Gryla.
Now we need
The
to
Christmas
explain
Witch.
who
So
these guys
she went
are.
from the Teenage Witch to the Christmas Witch.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. Did you like the movie?
as any other movie with The Rock.
Yeah, you're a huge Rock fan.
Yep.
So you'd like the Christmas movie and you would recommend it. I'm just moving them away.
All right. Yep.
Okay. The thing is, we've had a couple of Christmas movies the last years. Like, what do we have the year before?
The criteria for being a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Did it have Christmas music?
Yeah, it starts with Mariah Carey and it ends with Mariah Carey. So,
did it have Christmas in it? Duh. Did it have Santa? What else? Did it have snow? Yes. Did it have Christmas spirit?
Yeah.
Did it have a Christmas message?
Yeah.
So it's 100% a Christmas movie.
Yeah. No matter what people say, it's.
And
I don't think there's no doubt about it.
I like this kind of trend now that every year we get some cool, more action-focused Christmas movies.
Yeah, it reminds me about the good old 80s and 90s.
Yeah, it's kind of like an 80s and 90s action movie, but it's cool because 2 years ago we had Violent Night. Last year we didn't have an action movie, but we had There's Something in the Bar, which was really cool. And this year we have Redone.
Yeah.
Okay, I enjoyed this movie as well, and I would completely recommend this to
Absolutely.
people for Christmas, for December.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk more about the cast. So what did you think of The Rock in this one?
Well, he started off as The Rock being The Rock.
Yeah.
Pretty serious. Like when he was in his wrestling days, when he was like the villain guy.
You kind of... The first scenes of the movie and the first part of the movie kind of took you a bit out of the whole thing.
Yeah, like... I've always been a big fan of The Rock and never understood the hate towards The Rock, why everybody dislike him. I think he's like people say he always plays The Rock in movies, and
but so does Tom Cruise.
Yeah, so does Tom Cruise. And he doesn't play The Rock, but
he plays Tom Cruise.
But when these kind of movies are written, they are written with a certain kind of actor in mind, and that's why The Rock keeps being cast as The Rock.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah.
No, I thought it was really good in this one.
But in the beginning, I thought he was a bit too serious.
Yeah.
He
I mean, I thought he had a good chemistry with J.K. Simmons.
Yeah. J.K. Rowling. He did have a good chemistry, but I felt that he was playing too serious.
Maybe
when he was I'm too tired of Christmas and all that. Yeah. But as the movie went on, he loosened up and he had his usual charisma.
I do agree in the because you thought the movie got better as it went along.
Yeah, it started off kind of bad. Like the first act was kind of meh.
This is kind of interesting. Yeah, because you thought it gets better.
Yeah.
And the whole internet, outside of us and maybe Midnight's Edge, hates. Everyone hates this movie.
Yep.
And a lot of people, online, said that they liked the beginning of the movie, which is the opposite conclusion than ours.
Because the further you move into the movie and it gets more and more silly, or
it gets
not
more
cool
silly,
but
and interesting.
Not silly, but like the more fantasy.
For me, it starts like a very cliche Christmas movie, like the ones we've had so many of, with Santa something this and something that. Oh, we need to save Christmas. Santa is tired. No one believes in Christmas. But then it turns into this full epic fantasy Christmas movie, and that's when the movie gets interesting.
Absolutely.
The turning point for me there's two scenes that kind of got me invested. The first one is the snowman arriving and the beach scene. That was really cool. And then when we get... we're just jumping right into spoilers, guys. Yeah. And then when we get to the point where they go to Krampus's castle, from there on, the movie is freaking awesome.
Yeah, and I just have to say that Kristofer Hivju as Krampus, he steals the movie. He's the
awesome.
He's the highlight of.
He's the best part of the movie. Yeah,
absolutely.
Whoever took Nick, they're extremely dangerous.
With a tail as big as a kite.
Yeah. So we're getting ahead of ourselves. We were just going to talk about the Rock, but whatever. So that's enough about the Rock. He gets better and better throughout the further you get into the movie.
Yeah.
What about Chris Evans?
Chris Evans, he
was he playing like the same stereotype Captain America type character?
I would go further back to when he played Johnny Storm, or maybe even not another teen movie, or that kind of. He's more of a douche
scoundrel. Yeah.
I'm bringing in Jack O'Malley. He's probably the best tracker in the world.
The guy's a legend.
So yeah, he doesn't play his typical
because in the beginning of the movie, I was reacting more to his character.
Yeah,
I was like, why is this guy being an asshole? What's his motivation for being an asshole? But then you kind of start to understand him more as well, and his character has a decent character development throughout the movie.
Yeah. Moving on,
Santa,
J.K. Simmons. I think he made a decent Santa. He's more fit than the other Santas.
Yeah.
$497, $498, $499, $500.
Let's go heavy. Yeah. Got it.
I mean,
but he's still a pretty.
He did a very decent Santa.
Yeah.
Very classic Santa, kind of in his like the way he acts.
Yeah.
Like the good, kind-hearted grandpa Santa.
Yeah.
But more fit.
Absolutely.
And then we have
Lucy
Liu. She was kind of like, she wasn't, because The Rock was the head of security. She was like the head of security. I don't know.
She was The Rock's chief.
Yeah. Thanks. That's what she was. She was okay.
Yeah. She's always okay.
She's very okay. She's still very okay. Enough said. Moving on. Yeah, and we already mentioned Krampus.
Yeah, Kristofer Hivju as
I was very impressed by his portrayal of Krampus.
Yeah, and I knew as soon as I heard he was in the movie, I was like, okay, I'm looking forward to this. He was like in the later seasons of Game of Thrones, he was one of my favorite characters. So yeah.
Interesting. My turn! Oh my god.
And there's always something Norwegian in these movies. So in this year we have a Norwegian stealing the show in an American movie.
Yeah.
Last year we had an American-Norwegian production with There's Something in the Barn.
Yeah.
And with Violent Night, that's a Norwegian director.
Yeah. The
year before that. So keep on making Norwegian movies for Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
and let's not forget Gryla. Gryla, the teenage Christmas witch.
I've kind of felt that's the only weird casting in this movie.
Because she's playing like 1,000 years old, and
she looks 12.
She looks 12. Like the actress herself is 25, but she looks 12. So I'm not buying.
I would have. I would have liked to have a more spooky, scary-looking witch.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still works fine. But I guess she was the weakest casting, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so that's the cast, and we talked about the criterias. So there's a lot of Christmas music in this, right?
Mm.
And even when it's
mostly Mariah Carey.
yeah. But even when there's Mariah Carey's song, but I felt
but not the one we all hate. All I Want for Christmas.
It wasn't that one?
No.
Oh, which song was it then?
The rest of her Christmas album.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, but like the music in the scenes, and again going back to when they visit Krampus's castle, and when the movie becomes like a epic fantasy movie, the score was pretty good, and.
Yeah, you had the Nutcracker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it gives you that Christmas vibe that you want in a movie like this. What about the special effects and the CGI? What did you think about that?
Yeah, for a movie, like, okay, so there's like a limited theatrical run, but it is a streaming movie, basically. It's an Amazon movie.
And a lot of people don't know this.
No. So
it's gotten a lot of hate because it's a $200 million budget.
Christmas movie. So
yeah, and it hasn't so far done more than how much has it earned?
I think it's
30 something,
30 million or something.
Yeah,
but Amazon already had this in mind that it would.
Yeah.
Because it will make its money back in the streaming services, and so they have already accounted for the loss.
Yeah. And
so with that in mind, that this is basically a streaming movie.
Yeah,
I think the overall special effects were pretty decent, and for like Krampus,
Krampus was good.
Yeah, it was. What was it, CGI or was it practical?
I'm not actually sure.
No. I think it was
only place in the movie where it was a very CGI strong was maybe the end scene, the final battle.
Yeah, and also the
snowman as well, I guess.
Yeah, and also when you have the Rock trying to catch the kidnappers in the beginning.
Oh,
of
yeah,
the movie.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's also kind of CGI. But
what do you expect?
Like, for a streaming movie, I think it was pretty decent.
Absolutely.
Like, if you compare it to all the Christmas crap Netflix is
for sure
throwing up every year.
Yeah. And since it is a streaming movie, and a lot of people again like have been hating on this movie, but how much do you expect an action movie?
But who are all these people? Because
the critics.
The critics hate it because
it has a very high.
It has 90% audience score.
Exactly.
So
once again, the critics are very.
There's a big.
It's a huge contrast between the score from the critics and the audience.
Yeah,
and just so it's said, like. An action movie for Christmas, how much would you expect it to score? It's not Marvel, it's not DC, it's not an established.
But they do
franchise.
try to make this kind of
They
universe. You have like the Headless Hunter, Headless Horseman. Yeah,
and that's pretty cool. And I'm all in. Like if there's more stuff coming, I'm down.
And right now, if you look at what the movie has earned, you will probably think that this movie will never
get a sequel.
But then again, I think this in the future will be a cult classic.
I hope so, because I would love to see more movies in this setting, because the first movie here does like all the usual stuff you need to do to establish this universe. And again, like once we got like halfway through the movie and we had Krampus, we had this whole.
Yeah, I would like to see. You have the horror movies with Krampus. I would like to see this Krampus.
Yeah,
have his own story. That would be
And there's a lot of cool things in this movie, like how the magic works with the cars and the toys. Like so they go in like toy stores are kind of like secret base layers for the elf people.
Yeah, they're like secret gateways to the
gateways and like supply storage locations where they go and like pick some toys, and then like if you have a miniature car, Hot Wheels car, and like you use this magic device on it, it turns into a real car, and I like that.
Yeah.
And when he brought the like don't forget the robots, and you have these
those fighting
robots, and the Rock is basically Ant-Man, which was,
that was when he fought the snowman.
It was kind of silly at first, but then I kind of like, yeah, sure, why not? And this whole movie feels like a superhero Christmas movie.
Yeah, and talking about this, like the Rock fighting the witch and the snowman, like everybody says that there's like this contract where it says that the Rock can't be defeated in a movie. I think he was beaten many times.
He was defeated enough,
and he wasn't even the one who
no spoilers.
Yeah, we've already established that there's spoilers. He wasn't the one who
saved the day.
So I felt that this movie was an answer to everybody saying that The Rock has this stupid contract. Yeah.
Also, a lot of the money in the budget went like people. So 1/5 or 1/4 of the budget is just like his salary.
Yeah, but it's not just his salary; it's his production company. $7.
Yes.
Yeah.
And probably a lot
it's
of
all his
crew,
ex-wife, and the crew. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So a lot of people don't get
maybe a lot of bottle of Voss for him to pee in on set.
Yeah. Okay. What else is there to talk about with this movie?
I think we've covered.
We covered most of the interesting things, and it has all the stuff you want in a Christmas movie, as we mentioned. It has the music, it has snow, it has Christmas lore, like really cool fantasy lore.
Yeah, like
more than most movies. I can't remember. I mean, you have the Christmas Chronicles and stuff with Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
You have some movies with like diving deep into the lore of Krampus.
Yeah, and not many people know that they were brothers, and that's actually a true lore.
Yeah. And Gryla is also a mythical character from Norse mythology, right? So they blend and mix all these cool things into this setting. Yeah. So internet so far hasn't given the movie a fair I don't know, like the cred that it deserves. But I also agree with you that I think with time and with the streaming, this movie is going to get a better reputation, and it's going to do better. It's going to earn more. So hopefully we get a second movie in this. Yeah.
Like movies, I would like to see either a Krampus movie or an origin movie with Krampus and Santa Claus before they.
I would take anything. Just give me more.
Yeah, of course.
More of The Rock, more of Krampus, even more of Santa.
Yeah.
So,
like, they don't need Chris Evans for more stories.
They don't really do. No. Yeah, and also, like, the Christmas message here is strong. And it's kind of cool, because, like, The Rock's character, he has lost faith in people, in Christmas, and, like, he doesn't see the point of doing this anymore because people are assholes.
Yeah, so he wants to retire.
Yeah. And Santa's like, no, you can't lose faith in people. We have to keep doing this even when people are... When Santa says we have to believe in them even when they don't believe in themselves.
Yeah, and Chris Evans is exactly one of these characters.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of the people who have given up on himself, and he doesn't think he can do any better, and
he learns to become a better human being throughout the movie.
And he learned.
Yeah, another character we didn't mention, like the actor or anything, but who I guess is relevant to the story, is Chris Evans' son in the movie.
Yeah.
Because he needs to kind of reconnect with his son, and that's his character arc, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. Go watch it. We need a sequel to this movie. Are we doing this? Okay.
It smells better.
All right. So that's it for the review. If you're still watching,
This is foam Santa soft lemonade.
Cheers.
Oh, that was too sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
So these are Christmas marzipan, and it says marzipanpølse, which like directly translated would be like marzipan hot dogs or sausage.
Marzipan sausage.
Yeah, have a marzipan sausage, dude.
No, thank you.
Okay. Take care, guys, and stay tuned. We're gonna do more Christmas videos. Hit the like button, subscribe. See you in the next video. Shakakapow.
Ugh.